Politics, business, entertainment, face to face.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome us again today on Face to Face TV. And on today's episode, we have a very special person in our midst, our dear beloved sister, a friend, and someone who has really made us proud in all cadres. I can say both nationally and internationally. She's no other person than our beloved sister, Nworgu Esther Esther. Lovely. My dear, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay, please, you can greet the audience once again.
Okay, like he rightly said, my name is Nworgu Esther Esther, and I thank you so much for inviting me to today's episode.
Okay, our dear sister Ogechika Esther is Paralympian. She's a para powerlifter, and a very special person, so to say. Somebody who has really passed through a whole lot of hurdles. So in promotion of gender equality, and also to prove that this platform is for all, both the big, small, no matter whoever you are, that's why we have Esther here today. Esther, to me, is not disabled, but I can say that she is differently abled. Esther is differently able. In other words, she is, a wheelchair user. Want you to understand everything. Esther is differently able. Esther, please, can you, tell us about yourself? May we meet you?
Okay. I am from Umodeke, Umaka, Asa, in the West Local Government of Abuja State. Born in a family of 5, and I'm number 3. Both male and female, number 3. Let me start from who I am and my present predicament. I wasn't born this way, actually. It happens when I was 8 years old. So it's maybe a long story, maybe a story for another day. But I thank God that from the lemon that was thrown on me, I was able, and I am able to make lemonade out of it. Honestly, growing up, I never knew I will end up being a lifter, because when you talk about lifting, we'll think about men.
Yeah.
This is work for men. When my world changed, I ventured into, I have this mentality of you will make it, even if you are not physically able like others. You can still make a name for yourself. You can still be useful to yourself, your family, and the society at large. I was a computer instructor and also a typist, which I did for many years. Then fast forward to 2013, when I was working for the former Asopadek chairman, Mr. Honorable Dr. Sam Mugu. Yeah. So when I was working for him, a day came that someone came to work in our office. And after working out, then I've not started using wheelchair yet. So yes, and I wasn't this big. I was very small, very tiny. Like my legs and my body were, of the same size. So when the man came, after typing for him, he sent me to go and buy something for him, which I told him I can't walk. That was the word I used. I told him I can't walk. So maybe he did not understand me properly. He became so angry that he was shouting at me. My boss came out from the office. They asked him why he was shouting. He said, "You employ mannerless child." I sent her on an errand and she refused. She boldly told me that she cannot walk. Are these not legs? So my boss told him that truly she cannot walk, just come to my office. Let me explain to you. My boss took him to his office. Maybe explain to him, at length, and then he came out and asked me if I know of any physically challenged gathering. By then, I never saw myself as someone who has a physical challenge, because what others do, I do it too. As at then, I did some things, to make sure that I put food on my table, because my dad died when we were very, very small. My dad actually was having eye defect before I became crippled, though I don't like using that word.
Yeah.
Sure. So, Nempa, he said, I cannot be blind and my child will be crippled. Every day, my dad will be crying, asking God to come and take his life, which God heard him, because I think God knows everything. God took his life, and the whole burden is lying now on my mom's shoulder. And my father was the only child of the parents, and we don't have uncle, we don't have auntie. My mother was everything we have. So she was my father, and she is my mother. Yeah, we were 5. We are 5. I have 2 elder ones and 2 younger ones.
You're in the middle.
Yes.
Just in the middle, you're blessed.
and you know that one thing I have come to realize in life is that there is a reason why everybody is created. You may be 20 in number in the same family, and then just one who is the chosen will be the one to, make the family name be known. So, back to what I was telling you, I was trying, and I tried to, all of us, in fact, join hands to make sure that mommy never felt the absence of our dad. We help her. Sometimes we used to be awake from morning to morning, and then in the morning we'll go to school. My mom used to sell, she's a cook though. She used to sell this akamu, akara, buns, all these food, then. So sometimes Agidi used to take us 24 hours to prepare Agidi and akamu, because we'll filter this one, then squeeze it out. As that one is good. Someone is somewhere, peeling the beans that you will use to cook more and more. So sometimes we used to be awake from morning till morning, and then in the morning we'll go to school. So that was how hard the struggle was. So then 2012-13, I had a kiosk. All these articles, I used to sell biscuits, and then if you know Obehe, the distance from Obehe to Omaka. So that time I used to carry like 2-3 crates of mineral on this my tiny legs on Okada from Obehe down to my shop. I did all those things because I knew that even if I had legs to walk, I would still hustle. So I never wanted my, my background to set my back on the ground. I was struggling. Then back to where I was working, and after that, the man asked me that question. I said no. He said, okay, tomorrow. That happened on Thursday. He said, tomorrow is Friday. They are having their meeting at Umuahia Stadium. He called my boss and said, I would like this your lady to join them.
That same man that insulted you, that shouted at you,
exactly,
is still the same man that gave you connection to.
Yes, because my boss took him in. I don't know what he discussed. Maybe my boss have told him everything. So then my boss now came out and told me, tomorrow you are having a day off. Although I want you to come to the office, so I will be the one to put you, because if I say you should stay at home, I know you very well. You are very stubborn. You will not go. So come to the office tomorrow. Tomorrow is your day off. When you come here, you are taking off from here to Umuahia. So in the morning I came. I never had wheelchair, like I said. So I joined them. When I came there, oh boy, everywhere I don't flood with different kind of persons, with different kind of disabilities. Oh goodness me. I just sat down. I saw people who were using their tummy, like their stomach, to walk. I saw those who were jumping, those who were, different kind of disability. It was there and then that I knew that I was not alone. Like I am not alone in this journey. So right inside there, someone just met me. someone just met me and asked me, after exchanging pleasantries, So she asked me, have you heard about special sports? I said, no. Ogechukwu is her name. May her gentle soul rest in peace. So she said, come, let me show you something. I crawled out, I was following her. She was rolling her wheelchair. She took me to where they were playing badminton. I saw them, I used to be a curious human being. Kind of. If you tell me this is microphone, I would like to talk in it to know whether it is microphone. So I touched the racket, play the game. I wasn't satisfied. So she took me to throws. I held it, threw it. I had a sound on my shoulder saying, no, this is not for me. To other ones. And then she took me to the gym.
Okay.
So when I entered there, I saw, oh man, see women, we don't turn to man. See shoulders, say, hey, God. I said, okay, this is, someone was lying down there, pulled the weights from the rack, block and push, and everybody clapped. Hey, this one go work now. Immediately the coach saw me, because the coach was not inside when we came there. So immediately he just came in, saw me. He said, hey, because that's his style. He said, hey, this one, future champion, or just like that.
You don't know it. Wow.
That's Coach Chinedu Judy Marola.
And I could remember you said you weren't this big like that.
No. I was
even
very
as
small.
you were small,
Yes.
he identified you
I
as a future
had a
champion.
very long handle.
Okay.
Now wait, 9 short arm like this. So he said, okay, you are seeing these people. He now sat down, left the people that he was training, carry his seat close to me. Are you seeing all these people? They are champions, that's a kind of encouragement, although they are all champions. This one have traveled abroad. This one have traveled abroad. He started mentioning them one by one. It's okay, no problem. Then he said after advising me, after showing me and introducing all of them to me, he said, okay, just stop. Everybody should stop. They stopped. He said, come and try. Just
the
like
first
that,
day.
just the first day. Okay, the barbell is 20 kg. I pulled it, did what he asked me to do, but as an amateur, I tried my best, and then he loaded 40 kg. Yeah.
Same day?
Yes, I benched it 4 or thereabouts. He loaded 50 kg. No, 40 kg was 6. So he now loaded 50 kg. I benched it 4 plus. He loaded 60 kg. I benched it 3. He said, oh man, this gear is strong.
Your first attempt?
Yes. So I now went home. My brother, it wasn't easy. Trying what you've not done before, and then see wait. When I got home, after that, this thing, I was free. When I got home, because I normally sleep like this. I slept like this and I woke up like this because the pain was unbearable.
Yeah.
Now this place is locked. So I now called him on phone. I didn't even go out that day. I called him on phone and told him I'm not doing again. I am sick. He said, you are not sick. I am advising you, do not take any painkiller.
Yeah.
What
So
causes the pain?
That
What causes the pain will also disappear.
exactly.
I should come to the gym and say, I'm not coming. You want to kill me. And the talks are not get leg. You still won't come kill me, John. So I never knew that was how everything were. So the next time I went to the gym, and then that was how I started. And I quitted because sometimes the way or the road to success, there is this song that our women ministry used to sing. They say there are gallops on the
way.
And the gallops were very, very much that I had to stop. I stopped. 2015, early 2015, I stopped. The problems were that then, like I said before, I do not have anyone to help me financially. Nobody to ask you, how are you? So I thought it was that person will no picking will not get person, supposed to get brain.
Yeah. I
stopped and I was, as a computer instructor with your certificate, I was looking for, job somewhere. Some people will tell you, what if fit you in office work? You just focus for your computer. They type on. Now as I type finish now, it affects my eye. You understand? So that's the thing. I had a lot of discouragements on my way from my fellow athletes to some coaches from other states.
Yeah.
So it wasn't easy. So that's how I found myself in the gym.
It's a very touching story. But one thing I picked from there is that the same man who unknowingly, let me just use that word,
Yes.
insulted your condition was also the same person who showed you, the way to start. Because the question is, how did you get started? Because as a typical Opa lady or an Ongba lady, so how did you get to know, this type of sports? Because it was when I knew you that I started, hearing this power weightlifting, Paralympic competition and all that. Yes, at times we may glance on the tele and we see some of these things. They don't, catch our attention. We may just also look for another channels and watch something that seems so interesting to us. At times, the ones that are normally what is this? Those ones with one leg playing football with their crutches.
Amputee football.
We call it what?
Amputee football.
Amputee football. So that's the only. If I see them playing like that, I will keep watching until they finish the sport. So this is a special sport that our sister has ventured into, and she has told us the story how she got started. And so, can you briefly enumerate some of your, the road to your journey, how and some of your achievements so far, both nationally and internationally?
Making it to this height today, I am this human who don't take discouragement as discouragement.
Yeah.
I take them as a push. When I started, someone in my category called me and sat me down. And she called me Chika because my name is Ogechika. So some of my friends used to call me Oge and some calls me Chika.
Yeah.
She sat me down, although I was in her house. She woke me up one early morning around to 4. That should be 3:50 something. 3:54, 3:53. She just woke me up and sat me down and she cleaned my eyes. She said, Chika, I am telling you this because I like you. This game that you have entered into now that you choose will not favor you. I will advise you to go back home. Tell your mommy to buy you groundnut. When she's done frying it, bring it out to your frontage and start selling. You will make profits more than coming here. So, okay. Another one, 2015, May. We went to Ibadan. By then, I have left Abia State because the reason I left Abia State is this. My disability is not like other people's disability. I cannot live in one room and manage toilet and bathroom with another person.
Yeah.
So if you know your disability very well, you respect it. I can only live in a flat or self-contained. I can't live in one-room apartment. So I was the one paying my rent, no income. And my coach tried his possible best to make sure that Abia State Sports Council, start giving me, even if it is 2,000 naira a month. And as a woman, we spend a lot. So, but since it weren't forthcoming, I sing too. So 1 December 2015, I went to Onitsha because my mom always takes us to Onitsha on vacations.
Your maternal home?
Yes, my maternal home.
Yeah.
So when we went there, I was called upon to come and sing in the church. After singing, someone spotted me and asked me to call him Innocent Nnamdi. He was also a lifter, a para powerlifter. So after then, he gave me his phone number. I called. He invited me over. I went to their house. He said, I would like you to, visit me in Port Harcourt.
Okay.
The day I visited him in Port Harcourt, he was in the gym.
Yeah, okay.
He didn't even tell me what I was going there for. He said, just visit me. As I was going, I don't know Port Harcourt. I have not been there. That was my first time I've been to Port Harcourt. So he gave me the address and said, come to this place. When I got there, It was in the gym. That was 2016, sorry. And it was during Tokyo 2016 Paralympics.
Okay.
2016 Paralympics. So they had this big television in their gym. They were watching the Para Powerlifting competition. And immediately I just got into the gym. I noticed that competition was going on, and Nigerian lady was called upon. This Oji Josephine is from Imo State. Oji Josephine, for my presence, bench 160 kg, a woman. Hey God, everybody was happy. I never knew.
You were like, wow, and a lady, yeah.
Yeah, so that my uncle now said, this is the reason I called you. I want you to join this thing, it will help you. And I told him, I don't have anybody here in River State that will house me. He said, don't worry, we'll talk about that later. So I watched them train, although I pretended like I'd never touched iron before. So after everything, they saw me, so okay. Then it was time to go. Their coach adopted me instantly. Their assistant coach said that I'm not going anywhere. If I leave and another coach realizes me, that they've lost me. So he kept me, took me to his house. I saw the environment wasn't conducive even, so because he was living in one room. So I managed the environment, and I was training with them. That was how I left Abia State. So 2017, we went they were planning national trials, Ibadan. So because one person was representing River State in my category. By then, I don't know that this thing is being done category by category.
Yeah.
So they now supported, River State sponsored the girls traveling to Ibadan. I was thinking, since I am not doing anything at home, I have to call my elder sister, borrowed money from her, and then join them in
Ibadan.
I never knew that my face there, my presence there was a threat. I competed with them. I registered under Port Harcourt, under River State. I competed with them. To be frank with you, I never knew my position since that 2017. It was last year that I bumped into that thing.
Because you weren't so interested in it.
Wait, I want use and do.
Yeah.
Wait, I never say, like I just go there, participate. After the competition, the person that registered me, because you must be registered by someone from your state. The person that registered me now called me out, sat me down, and said, Esther, I have seen that you are very wicked. I've seen that you will not go far in this game. I am telling you why I'm saying this is that I told you earlier that discouragement, I don't see them as discouragement.
Affect you.
Yes. So when the first person have told me that this will not favor me, I wrote it down somewhere. Now this person called me and said that I will not go far if I continue this way. I recorded it somewhere. Why? Because I came to the competition. They did not sponsor me. And you can have 2-3 persons, athletes in one category as far as it is trials. Okay. So when we came back, there was this guy staying with us in the same room. I never knew that. The same girl that competed for River State. Yeah. Fine. Now when she came back, she became a thorn in my flesh. Everything, she found it so. For me, I wasn't even seeing her, because normally I am one human being that I don't take nonsense. But when it started, God told me that this is trials, and you must
have to overcome them.
Have to overcome them. I asked him, God, if this is it and you want me to come out from it, tie my heart, tie my lips. Even when they are even doing what they were doing, I wasn't even looking at them. I focused on, because I asked my coach, what is the world record? What is the world record? I want to know. So he gave it to me. I was training with the world record. Because I know that,
because you're targeting
my target is the world record. Not even if I have opponents in Nigeria, I don't even care. They are doing theirs, I am doing mine. And one thing I believe is, when we go for a competition, you win your gold and go. I will take silver. Another person will take bronze. If it happens that God gives me bronze, no problem. If it happens that He gives me gold, silver, I will be very, very grateful. But you cannot take both gold, silver, and bronze.
Of course, no one can take it all.
I now came back. the fight started. Things happened. The girl left. It was another problem. My coach have to lock the gym and ask me to go. Now looking at me, I cannot even give him medal in the next 10, 20 years.
Oh.
I was very small. So he now locked the gym for 8 months. I was training with bodybuilders. As I not get hunchback that time, I not get them again. That short bench, I trained with bodybuilders for 8 good months. 8 months. And we were training for 2018 National Sports Festival. I was focused because my target is not national. It's not national. My target was international. I need to enter plane.
Of course, yeah.
I need to enter plane. So, few months to festival because someone was coming to train with us in the States. So, the coach opened the gym. By then, I don't ride.
Although, we're still training.
Now, wow, I don't ride well. The only thing is that our barbell is different from theirs, and the techniques. So I have to start afresh, learning the techniques again. Then 2018, we went to Abuja for the National Sports Festival.
Yeah.
There and then I have to bench their international. They call her international champion.
Okay.
God gave me silver medal, although something happened. So it was gold medal. They did it.
Okay, they rigged it.
They did it the way they did it and gave me silver. I was glad and I came back with it. It was there and then that my coach now saw me. I never knew to happen this way. He cried. 2019. That qualified me to international competition, which Nigeria hosted. So 2018 was silver medal. 2019 was international championship in Lagos, which was World Para Powerlifting Open Championship. So Nigeria hosted, all the world came. As God may have it, I also won gold medal.
Wow.
So that qualified me to 2020 World Cup. Nigeria hosted. It was Abuja. So we went there. That was where I broke my first junior record. So I competed. Although I was even sick. I was taken from Lagos, from the hospital to Abuja. From Lagos to Abuja. I think I ate food poisoning in the camp. So as God may have it, I got there. My first and second attempt was foul lift. The third attempt was what gave me the world record and then 2 gold medals. Okay.
See, sheer determination.
That is it. So fast forward to 2021. It's been all these years. It's been competition upon competition. 2021 was my first time of entering flights. That's when I did pre-forces. So we now went to Tbilisi, that's Georgia, for a World Cup. It was a mandatory competition. So we went there, competed. Stage fright. I came out third. I came home with bronze medal. That was 2021. 2022, we came for African Championship, regional championship to Cairo. That's Egypt. Yes. By then, I don't bribe saute smoke. They come off my head. I've broken the world record and then broke my own personal record. The world record then was 101 kg. 109 kg. So we went there.
Ogechi, as in you can lift.
Yes, 109 kg. That was the world record then.
That means you can lift me up now.
You go count down. So the 2022, when we went to Egypt, I was not even seeing anybody. Even my opponent. I wasn't even seeing them. My focus was that record. I needed to prove to the world that something good can come out from Nigeria. Although people have been breaking records. Sometimes they will look at your stature, look at your size, and they will be looking down on you. So, game don't start. I broke my record. I broke the record twice because I lifted 114. I I lifted 114. So
I don't fear you. I don't fear you, seriously.
No, so I broke the world junior record. No, African junior record. African senior record. World junior record. World senior record. Twice.
No, you're a champion.
Wow. I came home with 8 gold medals because every of the records have their laurel medal. So then 2023, that was last year, we went to Dubai. I came home with silver medal.
Okay.
This year is 2024. March this year, we went back to Cairo.
Yeah.
I came home with gold medal. Then June this year too, we went back to Tbilisi.
Okay.
I came home with silver medal. And then it was the Tbilisi was the last qualification for the Paralympics.
Yeah.
The Paralympics was October, August, September. Yes, because Olympics was, I think, July, August. So by then we were ready for the game. We were very much ready for the game. So we traveled first to Germany, where we stayed for training tour.
Yeah.
We stayed for 1 week there before we now get into Paris.
Okay.
So I trained for gold medal, but something happened. Injury came in. Injury sets in. 2 days to my competition, I lost my shoulder movement. Let me just use that word. I lost my right shoulder while I was training, because normally if you are competing tomorrow, you have to do your last trials yesterday, then you rest today against tomorrow.
Then face the game.
Yes. So Monday was 2nd. I was to compete on 4th. So training to getting myself equipped and ready for the game. Weight fell on me.
Sure.
So I lifted the weight. I don't even know how it happened. What I noticed was that weight came back, fell on my chest and then slipped to my throat. It was here that it picked the weight. So I now lost 6 plates.
Oh.
Sorry. So I was rushed. Thank you. I was rushed to the clinic after some series of tests and MRI scans. They found out that I now have tendon. That the tendon is, I didn't study the grammar where they speak. I'll go bite my tongue. So, the shoulder was not moving. I cannot raise it up. Someone who's going to compete in the next 2 days, I can't raise. Someone was even birthing me. I wasn't moving, just climbing the wheelchair. Someone will have to help me, put me on the wheelchair. It was as bad as that. But they managed it. I cried all through Monday till I ran out of tears. Tuesday, that Monday night, I nearly died. I don't know what happened to me. It was there and then, when I woke up from the death, that God now locked my heart and threw away the key. When others were telling me, Eddie, is this? I was even hanging my hand like this with
bandage, right?
Exactly. No, this
arm guard. Yeah.
I was even on Tuesday. I am to compete tomorrow, which is Wednesday. I was still hanging my hands on my neck. So the doctor said that this will be an impossible journey. And I am one person. You don't tell me impossible. I'll tell you I am possible.
Yeah.
So throughout Tuesday, I would say I slept in the clinic from morning till around after 11 in the night. Calls were coming. Media personnel were calling me on phone. We've lost 1 medal. And if you call me, I will tell you, we will compete and we will win. When that word enters into my mouth, I now made it my team. My coach, whenever he comes, we travel with 2 coaches. My own personal coach and then our national coach. When they come in, I'll be crying. I'll tell them, we will compete and we will win. Monday, that Wednesday, I was the first person that woke up. I started singing, entered formality, in fact. Let's make nobody come destabilized. I was the one singing. I woke everybody up. We started morning devotion. They now use prayers and bath me. And I entered into the bedroom.
They anointed you with prayers.
I
And you entered another room.
I entered into the bedroom bath and then told them I'm ready. We went to the competition because when I left the clinic in the night, they use this kinesology tape to hold the hand and my shoulder. They use it to hold the hand and my shoulder, like hold it like this. So when we got there, because you cannot compete with a bandage. That's our rule. You cannot compete with a bandage, no matter how critical it is. So when we got there, they brought, because they will ask you of every of your equipment, your lift suit, your shoe, your stockings, everything, and then they will ask you bandage. They will not ask you bandage. When I said yes, they say why. So my coach have to explain to them that I had injury 2 days ago. Well, you both they get human feelings. So I have to pull my cloth and show them. They said no, that I should not try it. Then I have to go out and bring a doctor. The doctor came. And when they go up, now the man won't come pull, go overhead. I tell us, I don't know if you do that one. He tried and say, if it were me, I will advise you not to compete, because this is a critical condition. You have to go back home, please. We are sorry. I told him, we are competing and we are winning. It was like something.
See morale, see determination.
So competition starts. My target was to start. Normally, if I was healthy, my target was to start with like 117 kg. I wanted to break the record 2-3 times. I wanted to start with 117 kg. So I have to start with 106 because I was managing the hand. When my first attempt, it was light. It's okay. The pains were there. I have to jump 6 kg to 112 kg. That was my second attempt. I benched it. They gave me good lift. That's okay. Let's try 118 then.
So you were adding 6 kg.
I never want to make that China girl beat my cry ass. I want, if you make it be like 2-3 kg is okay. But for her to beat me like 6-10 kg, I want no come back again from that japa. She no agree me come back here. So I have to this is fight to finish. This one now is between life and death. Although I've already won my silver. My first attempt gave me my silver medal.
Okay.
So we went there, struggled the life and death. In fact, as God may have it, they gave it to me 118 kg.
And that's bronze medal?
No, silver medal. That was what gave me the silver medal. After the game, hands scatter. I even carry for neck, come back house. So that's been my journey so far in the game of para powerlifting.
Oh my God. You've really... This is happening between 2016 to 2024. That is about 8 years.
12 years.
Okay, 12 years. All right. So how has your condition affected your life and your career?
Honestly, living with disability in this part of the world where your name will be changed to your disability is heart-wrenching.
So traumatic,
and traumatic altogether. Imagine my name is Esther. You wake up in the morning and come out and you'll be hearing one wara. It's something else. That alone. And I used to tell people that the greatest gift you can get in life as a person with disability is having a supportive family.
Yes.
Family that understands what disability is all about.
Exactly.
Family that accepts both your humanity and your disability.
Exactly.
Your personality and your disability. That's the greatest gift. And I got one. I must be sincere with you. I got one. My mother tried, when my dad died, my mother tried to, manage the trauma of losing a husband and also having a child with disability. My mother never cried where I would see her tears. Although I am this child, right from time, I I was born an adult.
You are always psychological.
I was born an adult. I told someone the other day, I became an adult even becoming an adult. Before becoming an adult, I've been an adult.
Yeah.
So I used to say, I know when she cries. So she protected my esteem.
The weaknesses. Yeah.
She protected my self-esteem. They built it very, very strong. That I can stand today and talk to millions of people without being, frightened. I got it from home. My immediate elder sister has been my number one fan.
Your mom, I saw her, I think, the day before yesterday.
Yeah, we went out. I took her shopping.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So, you don't dare call me one word where my people are. When I go fight them, see the route. So they will tell you that she is not. She is not. So I've faced a lot of discriminations that make me, pick it up on myself that I must fight for persons with disability and their rights. Because persons with disabilities' right is my own right.
Of course.
That was why I told you when I came here, I don't climb upstairs.
Yeah.
If you will not bring it down, I know it's not for me.
Yeah. So
if you are inviting me to your house, make sure that you have a space for my wheelchair. Okay. You cannot be carrying me. I don't pass that level. When I go come your house, you come call bounce and then conjure me up. No. You must bring it down to my own level.
Yeah. Or the person will make provision.
Or you make provision for my
movement.
Make it accessible for me. Because this my wheel is my throne and is my leg.
Yes.
So I pamper it. I used to pamper the way you brush your legs and the way I brush my wheelchair. Brush it. I take proper care of this wheelchair because it's whatever thing that happens to your leg.
It's true.
Fine. So
you're affected.
All your body parts will be affected. So back to the question. It affected me so well that what I craved to be educationally is not what I am today.
Where did you stop in education?
Secondary school. Although I just got admission in Open University to study mass communication.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
That's lovely.
Yes. So it made me to not get some things because it is not you can't get what you want actually when it comes to employment because it's not all offices that will welcome you. But aside from employment, it is not all environment you can adapt to.
Sure.
It is not all facilities that you can access.
Sure.
So some persons where you can go and achieve some things because of your disability, you cannot. Where people are struggling to get something, you'll be limited. So, and what matters in life is not where you fell or how you fell. What matters is how you picked up yourself after falling. I tell people this one thing, when you fall down, do not remain on the floor.
Yeah.
You have to move.
Get up.
If your legs can no longer carry you, crawl.
Yeah. And make sure there is movement.
If your knees cannot carry you, roll. Just use your tummy.
Yeah.
The difference between here and there is T, and that is time.
Yeah.
Where person will no get leg will carry me go reach out. But the only thing it will take is time. Determination is one thing that have kept me going.
I am inspired.
Yeah.
Inspired.
If I said I'm a go-getter, if I tell you I will achieve this, I must work to achieve it.
I see.
Exactly.
I see.
Yeah.
So apart from para powerlifting, are there some other things you can do?
Yes. Yes. Every human being God created, He gave us a gift.
Yeah.
Forget about spiritual gifts. God gave us gifts. I made you, and this is what I want you to be. Let me bring it down. God gave everybody handwork. There is something you did not learn and you know it very well.
Of course. Yeah.
Fine. I'm a hairdresser.
Oh, that's good.
I make hairs. I did design. I'm a hair architect.
And you didn't learn it from anywhere?
I did not. That's it.
It just came to you naturally?
Yes, that's a special gift from me. And secondly, I do sing.
Oh,
I sing.
I know I've seen you on stage. I was waiting for you to arrive here. Because definitely you do just a line here so that our listeners will.
I do.
And you can do it now. So just, give us Sing small now, so that our listeners will know that.
Okay,
you are a
maybe I
singer
say,
too.
it's a beautiful morning.
You see, very
It's a
voice.
wonderful day.
Yeah.
With such a good feeling. Just to know that you say you've got a blessing waiting for you today. It is a beautiful morning. And it's a wonderful day.
Wow. In fact, I don't want you to be in the spirit.
Make I no close. If I close eye now, I don't enter here too.
If you close eye now, that means this interview will take us to 5 hours. Alright, so continue.
So yes, that is it. Aside from powerlifting, I also have my hobby, which is singing.
Yeah.
Everybody gets waiting they work for them. I don't know how to pray, but I know how to praise. Whatever I want to ask God, I ask Him through music.
In praises, yeah.
Yes, like that Tuesday that I broke my shoulder. There was this song I was singing by Winans. There was this song that was, running through my mind. I sang this song all through Tuesday. I sang it Wednesday morning. I was singing it even in the bus as we were going.
Can you remember it?
I cannot for now.
Okay.
So I was singing this song all through, telling God my mind. I was, when you are pouring your heart to your Maker, He understands better. So that's it.
Wow, what very lovely and interesting lines. So, do you have a role model? It's a role model.
Is he in powerlifting or?
In powerlifting.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Lucy Ejike is from Enugu State. He's our legend in Nigeria. 7-time Paralympian.
Wow.
20 how many years? 4 years gap should be 22 years, I think. 22 years. That's 22 or 24 years, I think.
Is that so?
Yes. She is 7-time Paralympian. Like, she has been going every Paralympic for 7 years. And this woman, I am telling you, I've never had a record of drug. Like, she plays true. Because in our game, you must be tested.
Yeah.
Your blood will be tested and your urine will be tested if you use drugs to carry the weight. And this woman has been clean for 7 times. They're 22 or 24 years. And second person is this Oji, who's a film from Imo State. The first woman in the world to bench 160 kg.
No be here. So what's your target?
My target is to rule my world.
Yeah.
I don't want to beat anybody, but I want to beat my own record.
Okay.
I want to set a record whereby, in fact, I won't be the kind of person they say if they pass for road like this, you as a parent don't have to, tell your child this is Esther, a powerlifter. I want to be read in school.
Okay.
Yes, I want my record, to enter education system. Like, they read me as a course.
Okay.
In the sense that.
So how do you want to achieve that?
I don't start them already. I don't work already. Yeah. So it is left for me to train more hard.
Okay.
Because you get record where you say you go break them like this. You don't need to go and beg Easy Asube Babi to to have a page for you.
So don't you think your choice of course in mass communication will be a distraction towards this?
It will not, because what matters.
So how are you going to balance both?
Yes, what matters in life is what you have at hand and what you are going to achieve. So you have to make a balance between both of them. I am studying in Open University. And the reason I chose Open University is because of my game. Okay. I am the one training myself. Okay. So the money that I will use the money I will use in paying my dues, the school fees and everything will come from the powerlifting. So that is why I chose it.
Okay, is there any way our listeners can be of help? How can you want them to support your Paralympic movement and your education as well?
The challenge we persons with disability in sports is having is finance. finance. If I am endorsed, if I have endorsements, I don't think I'll look at somebody or face camera, and ask someone to sponsor me on my competitions. I think it will go a long way to build me and build my future also. So if I have sponsors will come in, and then endorsements.
Okay. The other day, I think that was it last week or last 2 weeks? The governor of Abia State, Governor Alex Chiamoti, hosted you and other differently abled persons.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to tell us about that?
They've always said that there is no place like home.
Yeah.
I stayed 8 years in Port Harcourt. I will not say that I was, boxing the wind, but I was in the fire as a gold that is being refined. I was in my refining. I was in my refining state process, then. Yeah. All my stay in Port Harcourt, I weren't recognized. I was traveling, coming home with from 2018 till 2022 that I left. Every year, I was on tour, competitions upon competitions,
bringing medals.
So, no one recognized it. No one. They never even cherished it. It was when I came back home, something came up between me and them, so I was asked to leave. The Honorable Minister asked me to leave their facility. Maybe they thought I never had anywhere to go. So my coach now called me to come back to. I left with nothing. I came home with nothing. My coach now picked me up, started training me and told me not to give up, that this is the final stage. I then have already qualified for Paralympics. Yeah. Just one mandatory qualification remaining. That's July. Tbilisi. Yeah. Was the last mandatory competition for me too. So when I came back here, the state sponsored us to go for that last year Dubai World Championships. Although they refused including my name. They were right though. They were right. Because
you didn't start with them.
Not actually, because I just came back from River State and they never knew if I had any contract with them. So they called me and in prayer I told them everything. I was included. When we came back from that journey, the same Alex Oti invited us.
Okay.
We came back on Saturday. He invited us on Monday.
Yeah.
So we went to his house and we were handsomely welcomed.
Yeah.
And this one too, he promised us, and also promised us employment. What I have to tell people and what I have to say to him is this: when you are doing well, though some people will be against you, but lives that you touched positively today are the ones who will remember you and tell your story tomorrow. Maybe when you are gone. We went there. He made us promise, which I know he will fulfill. Yes.
All right. Thank you so very much, viewers. Here is Nworgu Ogechika Esther, our dear, very special sister, who has made us proud in the world of Para Powerlifting. She has done it nationally, internationally, and targets to be a case study where she should be, studied as a world champion in the Para Powerlifting. So feel free to associate with her. Feel free to, reach out to her. If there is any way you can assist in her movement in the sports Para Powerlifting, or in her education, or in any way, anything that concerns her, we will gladly appreciate that. Thank you so very much for appearing on Face to Face TV today. We are glad to have you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
But can I talk to people?
Of course you can.
Fine.
The last word.
To my fellow persons with disability.
Yeah.
disability is not a death sentence. I myself have found out that disability is a ladder to greatness. Before anything happens, God knows the reason He did it. Today, I think in my family, before you call 1-2 persons, you will call me. Growing up, my mom was advised not to train me. You know, our people now, it is Ochandege Barabu. Go to Aba, you will see where she will end up tomorrow. You see MCC, Bata. You go there, Ogi end up. That is where Andokwaro, you know, that's Ebendokwaro, no. But my mom will look up to me and say, Ne, Igi is Romapa.
Amen.
Ne, Igi mem proud.
Yeah.
Igi Onga Alabeke. Like she never knew if I would survive it or not. But she was
faith was speaking. Yeah.
So why I'm saying this is this. To those who their families rejected, we will make sure. I've taken it upon myself to talk for persons with disability and fight for our rights. We will make sure that even if your parents are dead, your siblings will realize their mistakes and come back to you. Because we are not, people see us as cause. We are not cause, rather we are blessings.
Of course.
Today, my family is proud of me. Where I came out from, Omodeke, Omaka, even Okwa at large, they are proud of me. Why? Because I never let my disability, you know, determine or tell me or describe me. Owatogilala, poraja di aronlo. Because when you are standing, before you go put a larger for ground, you have to bend down.
Of course.
Owatogilala is an advantage. You don't have to bend down. Sit down there, poraja. Oh.
You mean there are still raw materials there? You make use of them.
That is it. Everybody must not be a spotter. Everybody must not be, you know, a para powerlifter. Inside. When I was in Port Harcourt, every Saturday I have different, you know, church branches that I go sing. I was not making money. I don't sing because I need money. I sing because there is this contentment when I sing, you know. I feel so whole.
Yeah.
When I sing, like, I don't see myself in this world. You know, the funniest thing is that even when I'm dreaming, I've never seen myself on wheelchair in the dream. So which means there is a purpose for everything. There is a purpose for this. When I tell people something that I am proud of sitting on wheelchair, some people will misunderstand it. If I am not on this seat, if they give it to you, will you take it?
Never.
Oh, don't say never, say no.
No.
All right.
No, yeah.
So why I'm saying this is this. God will not give you a portion or, you know, God will not give you a state that you cannot handle. He gave me this wheelchair because He knows it very well that I will be the one to take proper care of this wheelchair to His own glory and to my blessings. As a person with disability, make out ability from your disability. Sometimes now they make people, they describe us with our disability. Package your disability. Polish your disability. Spray them all this small collagen. Like brush them, iron them. The way you dress, although the way you dress these days is not how you are addressed, but just dress fine. Today, when I'm going to gate, but don't want to so. Before again, phone before now. I don't like this. I don't have to take excuse before entering anywhere I want to enter. Because my family helped me to package my disability. And to those who are watching me, those who maybe I may use the word without disability, because I know that everybody is with disability. Nobody will stand up and tell me say you no get them. I go point for where you did.
You're right.
So for you,
so many people do forget things. If you can have loss of memory, or you keep something and you start looking for it the other time, it's a disability.
I used to tell them, even if you get care leg, na disability, people will be laughing.
Of course, now.
If you get care leg, it's disability.
There is nobody without disability.
Nobody with disability. So for those who think they don't have disability, I have to tell you this: everybody is somebody. Everybody is created equal, but the difference is the appearance. Treat everybody equally. See everybody as human being. There's one thing they don't know. People don't know. Having persons with disability close to you brings blessing. It does, but people don't. It's just few persons that knows it. It brings open doors. It brings a special blessing that you will see your light beaming. So when you see them, when you see someone who the family rejects or rejected, bring them close and make them your family. You will see your life change. You will see your life, you will see you going from one step to the other. So help us. Help them. Those that are hungry, feed them. It brings food to the table of you, the giver. Every time is not, when you see them, sometimes they will say, excuse me, they may not be begging you.
Yeah.
There was this time I wrote it on my page some time ago. I went for a function in Port Harcourt. I also sing in weddings.
Okay.
After singing, I called my driver because I used to go around with special drop. My driver came. I was coming out under the light crowd. I was just coming out to enter the car when a woman stepped down from her car and then her purse fell down. She didn't notice. I picked it up to go meet her. I called her, excuse me, madam. She boldly told me, I don't have change to give you.
Oh my God.
I was embarrassed. After saying it, she's classy. Maybe she had the money. I never had it because I am on a wheelchair. So I have to, my driver was embarrassed. Why this woman go, Rivers people, why this woman go talk like this to you? I said, just calm down. But what happened? This one way hold for hand. What I carry good there. I say, is her purse. Make I just go give her. Ma go there, go finish her. I say, no, you don't have to be violent. Let me just take me up. Let me go and meet her. When I got there to their table, she asked me, why are you following me around? I told you I don't have money to give beggars. Now that I bring her this thing, keep her on top of the table. Do it like this. Because me, my own day, my head too. When she saw it, she was, how did this happen? This thing fell out when you came out from your car.
Yeah.
And this was the reason I was calling you. Not every excuse me is begging you for money. Madam, if God gave you money today, use it wisely and don't use it to oppress people. You have failed God. It's because she said, I have failed God. I told her, you have failed God because you think you have it all. This is your purse. She did my front open her. Me self, I know open her because not be my own.
Yeah.
She did my front open her. No currency when no day inside. So say I pick and they go ask. I don't make her decide, I don't make her. So why am I saying this? Sometimes when persons with disability say excuse me to some people, it will look like you want to beg them for money. Sometimes they have this message that will benefit you. Just calm down and listen to them. If person beg you for something and you no get and you no kill yourself, you know what then in front, sell yourself, give them the money.
Yeah.
You don't have it, you don't have it. Give them listening ears. Most of them need someone to talk to. Most of those people you see there begging outside, it's not their fault.
Companionship.
They need someone to talk to, but because they do not have, they end up there because that is where they think, this is my village, this is my society, this is where I belong. You see them there. My target is, if God gives me money today, I will pull a lot of them out from the street. I have this foundation I want to establish on the 1st of December. My birthday. I'm doing my Thanksgiving that day. That day I want to unveil my foundation. I've been doing it, codedly all this time. People that knows me very well know that I don't like giving on camera.
Yeah.
And be like saying this foundation and I won't come drag my leg come out. Because
and it's necessary.
Those that will partner with you would like to know how you spend
how far you've gone. Yeah.
I don't know why God chose me, but I have taken the cross. I will carry it, I will do it. Because I know that if I start this, and get the certificate. I can be able to like stand in the presence of people when they are being oppressed and say, do not do this. This is not. I will stand there and tell you, see, you are oppressing this person and you shouldn't do this. That is it.
I love your vibe. I love your spirit. I love everything you represent. I love your determination. I love all that you've, dreamt and you also expect to achieve in life. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Remain blessed.
Politics, business, entertainment, here on Face to